So we're back with the Nokia C7 Maps application. I've already been commenting on the inconsistencies in the My Position part of the application, and let's continue with some of the things that you'll discover in the Drive functionality. I select Drive here, and I get these options. Drive Home is a position that I did not select yet, so I'll just take Set Destination up here. Set Destination gives me these options. This is fairly easy to understand, and oh, lo and behold, there's a Nokia consistency with a cancel button over here. I'll take from Map here. I can select the map mode down here if I wish, but I won't. So I'll just take, I'll just go up here. So I'll select this as I did before, just simply press it. Only this time I should select it instead of just pressing it, which is not consistent with the interaction that I did in My Position. But well, I select it. And then I get this route. Based on the interaction that you saw when I found a route in My Position, if you saw that video, you'll notice that I could press Options and then change the map view. Here, I cannot change the map view because there's a bunch of other options that I need to take care of, such as volume, dashboard, traffic info, things that all make sense, but please, where do I change the map view? So you might wonder why I focus so much on map view. And it's because it seems as though it's very important, since it has its own button on a normal map. If I go back here, I'll have the map view here. So it should be very important, otherwise it shouldn't have this position in the first screen. But when I'm here, I don't have this map view anywhere. I do have a cancel button over here that makes sense to me. So you might wonder, how is it that I change between the different views? Because I can reveal to you that it's possible to change between views here. It took me quite a while to figure it out, because it's not visible in the interface. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you might remember that I focus a lot on displaying what you can do in the interface that functionality shouldn't be hidden. But here it's kind of hidden. I do like this. And then I change view to 2D. I change to a big button that just tells me where I should go. Normally it would say something like right turn 200 meters, left turn 3 miles, whatever. Right now it's waiting for the GPS, so it doesn't do that. And I can go to this last view, which displays a 2D map of the route with the steps that I should take. If I press here, it'll take me to the first one and the next one. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but there are actually some very fine lines here. Yeah, you can see them. That shows me how many times I should turn or similar. And I can go back to the first view here. It's very easy to poke fun at the designer here and say, well, you did a stupid design, but actually this is fairly clever. Because if you're in your car and you're driving, watching the screen, it's pretty natural that you should have this phone in some kind of cradle. And also you need some kind of big easy motion to change between the views. When you're driving, it's not possible for you to find options and then go in somewhere and do whatever with small buttons and things that you cannot find it. It's a lot easier just to reach out and drag the screen very quickly. So that's clever. So the problem for me is that even though it's clever, it's inconsistent. So why is it that I cannot go under options and find something similar to what I got under the options for My Position, where I would just get a list, an options list down here with map view in the middle of it, and I can change it there. It might be that before I drive somewhere, I'll be in a parking lot or similar, and I want to select the view there. Then I would like to be able to reuse the knowledge that I gained in My Position with an options list, instead of having to learn a new form of interaction. It's clever that you can do it, but it should be an extra thing on top on the normal interaction, which would be to have some kind of functionality under options. It could be a list, it could just be an icon saying map view or similar. Another thing that puzzles me a bit about this application is that I have options for volume. Now, as I said in the first part of this map video, I'm not going to go outside. It's still February, it's still cold, I'm still in Denmark, But I've been driving around with this phone in my pocket or in my hand in order to understand how the Maps application works. And no matter what I do, I cannot get the Maps application to tell me where to go with a voice. I cannot get it to say, drive right in 150 meters or similar. I'm pretty sure I can do it, I just don't know where. And I cannot see in the interface where I should do anything. So if I press volume, nothing happens. I cannot do anything. I can see these two icons with a plus and a minus sign, but they just work as they would normally do if I'm in a map overview. So I'm not sure what volume does, and I cannot get the phone to speak to me and tell me where I should go. So if somebody knows how to switch this on, if somebody can tell me how volume works, I would be happy, because I simply cannot figure it out. Let's just stop the navigation here. So far we have 3 different methods for selecting a map view. One of them is here. But the flicking motion here just moves the map. Another one is if I go into my position and I select to walk somewhere, I will then have map view under options. And a third one is if I'm driving, where I will then get the option for switching views by doing this flicking motion across the screen. So 3 different methods for changing the view. It seems as though this application has been designed by 3 different departments who then sat down afterwards and put all the code together. I'm not saying that the designers of this application are stupid. I'm not saying that they're bad designers. It just seems as though the project they were in didn't spend the resources to actually have one unified vision for how to do things in this application. And I do not blame the designers here. I blame the project leader or similar, primarily because I used to be a designer myself and I know the tight deadlines that designers always work under.